Hi everyone, welcome back to my pattern making class. This is KWS Patterns. Today I am going to discuss the different types of formal dresses. And as you should know, if you have watched my intro video, that my specialty is formal dresses. I like to do bridal parties, prom dresses. I like to do wedding gowns, and I just love the elegance of a formal dress, all right, whether it's a formal gown or a formal dress. So we're going to discuss today about the different types of formal dresses and how you can use even one basic dress pattern to make several different styles. So first I'm going to start and talk about the ball gown. So this is a ball gown, and you can have lots of gathers here, right? Or you can have tucks, or it could be pleats, and the bust area or the bustier area is usually has boning underneath, so that will hold you in tightly and give you a more nicer fit to it and accentuate your figure. Now with the ball gown, usually you use a petticoat underneath also to bring out that fullness. So this is one type of the ball gown. This is a strapless one. Another type is the one with the basket waist, and the basket waist is, for instance, if you have the waistline here, then you will have that V shape below coming down, or you can start from this waistline and start your V coming down. You can do it that way. Your choice of neckline is also up to you. You could do a sweetheart, you could do straight across like on this strapless ball gown. All right, so you have the basket and the regular ball gown there. Now I'm going to get into some more. Now we have also here I have an off the shoulder for you. This is an off the shoulder one, and this one is actually also have a mini sleeve, and it also has a basket waist. So this is another option, also another ball gown you could do, or you can just do the simple off the shoulder one without a basket waist also. And this, if you notice, this type of off the shoulder is different from this because you have like a V here and the little mini sleeve, whereas this one is just like a band here. You can have it where the seam is right here, or you can have it where it cut right here. All right, so it's your choice, and this is all scooped out. Now the next one is a basket waist here with a scalloped edge. You can do different things with your neckline and jazz it up. All right, so those are my ball gowns for now. Let's go back to this figure that I have. You can also do an empire dress. That's another optional one. Empire dress, where you have the band there just going across your bust area. So you have a upper bust and a lower bust or under bust measurement you'll need. It needs to be fitted right there. You can have darts here, or you can even have it without darts, or it could be just seam coming all the way down a straight, like a straight side front seam coming down. You could do that also. This one in particular has an empire, sorry, not empire, it has a mermaid hem, so that is another option that you can do also. Then you also have a A-line dress. So this A-line dress, you have the bust, sorry, the bodice is attached to the skirt area. The bodice can have the seams, the side front seams there, or you could have just simply darts, right? But for a better fit, you do the side front seam coming from the bust, the armhole here. You can also have this where it's with or without, the skirt area is with or without darts. It's up to you. Okay, you could also even add, do one where you add a circular skirt to this also. You can, that's another option of this skirt in terms of that. Okay, so let's get further into some other designs that we can get into. Now there's this one also. The seam is coming from the shoulder. All right, the side front seam is coming from the shoulder and not the armhole. So that's another option. You can also have a strapless, right, where the seam stops right here, which is a little bit above, right at where your regular dart would stop. You would stop it right there. You can have a slit here at the side front, or you can do a slit at the back here. Now for this strapless one, this is give you an idea what your back could look like. You could go very low. You could even be dramatic and go much lower. And if you go much lower on that, you can just, you know, dip it, as long as you have enough support there. So you can draw this line and go as low as you want to go in the back. All right, you can do that. All right, as low as you want to go in the back. And you can scoop it out, or you can do a V. So that's another option. You could just also do a V in the back. But be careful there when you're doing that, because if you have a lot of fullness on your bust, or if you have bigger bust, you have to make sure that you are getting support from the bone in at the back to hold in your best friends, or your ladies, I should say. So just be careful how low you go with this if you are have a bigger bust area, okay, or bigger bust, I should say. Now, instead of doing it plain to the floor with a slit at the back or the side front, as I show you, or the side seam, you can have it where you can also, the front is plain like this, and then the back, you can even also have your dart that stops here if you want, right? The dart that stops there, and then you can insert a godet here. Now the godet, I'm going to show you what the godet looks like. Let's find a godet for you to show you the godet side. 1 second. So the godet would look like this. Is just a triangle piece that's inserted. That is your godet. So you could do that. So insert your godet here, and that will give you the extra oof or extra flounce at the bottom. All right, extra flare at the bottom. So you can do that as another option. Okay. And now I'm also going to get into, so you, as I said, you just have your dart can just stop here. This is another option. The dart stops there. It doesn't have to go all the way down. And then you have your godet insert. Now another type of formal dress style is the one shoulder, or we call it asymmetric. So one shoulder or asymmetric, and with that you have a waist seam again, and the waist seam is just you having the bodice is attached to the skirt. You can do optional types of skirt with this one, right? The next one is the halter dress. The halter dress ties at the back, or if you don't want to do a tie, because for me a tie would look too casual or you know, not too formal. So you could do a little band with a hook and eye at the back as a closure, as opposed to a tie. Now you can, the skirt, you can, for the skirt, you can also have your instead of just the 2 darts here, you can come from your armhole with your seam there. All right. Now you can also have your, make sure that your seams are lining up on your skirt with your bodice. Just make sure that when you are when you're constructing the garment. Now this is a halter dress. You can do a variation. As I said, you can go out here at the bottom, give more extra flare, to give more extra flare at the front or the panels, and you can do the same thing on the back also. Now this is what we would call a sheet. I'm going to show you what another type of dress that I'm going to talk to you about. This would be what we call a sheet dress. So it could be where you just have the seam line here from the bust stops right here, right, the regular, where the regular dart skirt dart would stop above your hip, and or you can continue all the way to the bottom. So you have a choice. You can stop here for your dart right there, or your seam, I should say, not dart, your princess seam, and or you can continue to the bottom. This one, if you notice, is strapless, and it also continuing to the bottom. So the option there is you can do this strapless here, or you could do this strapless. So you have a lot of variety to choose from. Okay. You have the 6 panel here, and then at the back you would have either 6 panel, and then if you have 6 panel at the back, you use a side seam. But if you have 7 panel at the back, because your center back would the center back here would carry this, the zipper. This is a zipper, showing you the zipper here, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 panels here, and the front you will have 1, 2, 3 panels, so it would be a 7-panel dress in that sense. Okay, and so we did that one, right? Well, I didn't talk about the neckline here. You can do it to the shoulder with a V-neck, or you can do uh, maybe a jewel neck. That's not a jewel neck, but a scoop neck in a sense. All right, so now the another type you could do is a hip hugging one. So it hugs the hip here and comes in above the knee and then flares out, right? And it could be floor length. So you can do that one, and you do that for all the panels here. You have 1, 2, 3 panels here, and the back, this is what the back looks like. The back would literally have a little bit of tail there. All right, so the back would have a little bit of tail. You do it to on the floor, so it drags a little bit. 6 inches is good enough, or it could be less. 4 to 6 inches is fine. And you do the same thing. You come in at above the knee, and you just flare out. Now, when in terms of that, when you're doing that type of pattern, right, this is what the pattern looks like here. So you have the regular center front, right, and it's really coming from, say you have a skirt pattern, you know, the regular skirt pattern, and where this is the regular skirt pattern here. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is a regular skirt pattern that you have, and what I will do here with this skirt pattern is that you just draw your line, your straight line coming down here, and then you are just tracing around here, all around the edges here, and this would be your side front panel. So this is your side front here, and this is your side seam. And then this side is the same thing. You trace around here, so you get rid of this dart right here. So that's what it's about. Okay, so just wanted to point out that to you. Now what you do next, right? So as I said, you just go up about an inch and a half to 2 inches from the knee, and you come in an inch in, or sometimes you can come in an inch and a half, or inch and a quarter should be good. Inch to inch and a quarter, come in, and you go out 3 inches or 4 inches at the hem, right? And then you just draw your line from there to there. But you must also go up a 1/4 inch here from your straight edge. If you have a straight 1/4 inch up, and then you curve that to nothing. Make sure you connect to here where you went in. And this is what all of the panels like. So this is going to be a new line right here. All right, this is going to be a new line. Okay, so you come here cinching in right here, and this is what gives this cinching, hip hugging at the hip, and it comes out. All right, same thing for here. You do the same thing, and you do the same thing for the next for the back piece also. All right, so this is a back. You come in again. So this is the center back, and what I would say, if you're doing the center back, the same thing for the center back. This is what I'll suggest, because 2 things you can do with the center back. You can either insert a godet here. This is a godet, which is a little triangle. You determine where you want it to be, say 3 inches below the butt area. You can start it there and it inserted, or you could go out at the back, and then you go 2 to 3 inches below the butt area, and you curve in like this. All right, and you curve in, and that will give you a nice effect on the derriere when you stand up or when you put on a dress. And for the side, again, you go out the side seam here, and the side back also, that panel, the side back panel, you go out and you curve it up. The same thing for this one. All right, and you curve it out. Same thing for here, and you curve it out. All right, go up your 1/4 inch, right, and make sure it's to nothing here. So, and that will give you this effect. Floor length, this is what the floor length would be, right? And or you can just do a plain dress with a side slit. So it's up to you if you want to insert a goatee at the back for more fullness, or if you just want to come out some more and with the center back and have that going on there. All right, so this is what the pattern would look like for the back of that dress. Now pretty much that's it for the different styles of dresses. Formal gowns, as I said, you can also do if you like, for instance, with these type of dresses where you have the waist seam, right, and you have the bodice is separate from the skirt, you can go all out. You can also do a half circle skirt. You can attach to it as a skirt part, or you can do a full circle skirt, or you can do a double full skirt, which is also known as a 720 skirt, and I will do a video on that. All right, so that's it for the different types of formal dresses. Be creative, and you can create your own and make the pattern and make something funky and nice and get that elegant look when you're going out. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share with others, and I'll see you on the next tutorial to come. Bye now. Cheers.